one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes.
Hey, John. Can I go get
Abby, Alex,
She's writing on the desk.
don't write on the desk.
No, I want to do it. No, she's writing on the desk. You're vandalizing yourself. Unless he starts minus. So my oh no, this one. No, that I don't need that. That's yesterday. They went to sleep. They took it back. Yeah. I mean, you can't blame them. Yeah. Hey, I'm slow.
Did you guys do that?
That's not what we're doing, dude.
Is this what you're doing?
No! 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 Yeah, you guys sounded.
Okay, all Chromebooks down. You should be working on this problem. You have 3 minutes to get it done. Strike one.
What? I'm gonna be gone tomorrow.
Are you on that?
Yeah. Maybe they had to stay late.
Yeah, because I had track last night, so I switched.
Oh, then you switched again. No, he lives at school.
You guys ready to wait now to find the permanent area of constructing?
Oh, that's what?
I'd imagine.
Yeah, so you're gonna use letters.
Use
Variables. What's one of your letters probably gonna have to be in your equation? Any ideas?
Like
B. B for base. Very good. And probably H for height. Those are the only two things you can use, B and H. That's it. For letters, that is. You should go better than the second lesson in class.
You were up later. Oh,
When would you go to sleep in my class? I don't go to bed.
Raven, what's your problem?
What time
Hey,
do you
Kelly, I saw you last night.
When? Where? Oh, yeah.
You kept coming to eat more and more pizza.
Most of it was for my mom.
Oh, sure.
But she didn't eat lunch that day. Yes. I'm done with it. What's
At the middle school.
What about area? No. I don't care about the area.
Yeah, they had
who nobody called?
All right, here we go. Equation. One of them obviously is. One of them probably has to equal to what? What are we trying to find? Firstly, what are we trying to find based on the orange shirt? The perimeter. Sorry, this should probably equal perimeter. I'm gonna shorten it up. Okay. How would you find the perimeter of this rectangle? What do you have to do? Remember, you can use B and H. That's all you know. Find that later. Abby? That'd be area. So B times H would be the area. Okay, what about the perimeter? Mr. Elijah? Okay, you could do that. You could do B plus H plus B plus H. Did anyone else have another one? Because that's one way, and that's perfectly fine. You get B plus H plus B plus H. And please not another one where you just switch the order of those four. So like H plus B doesn't count. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, Alex Perry? Could do that. You could put in parentheses B plus H and then times that by 2. That's another way. There's at least one more I can think of. Okay, and remember the number comes first, so it'd be 2B plus 2H. That's another one.
2 times whatever the weight is.
So plus 2 times whatever the height is.
Are you recording? Are you recording?
Yep. I remember today. I believe that's all the ways I can think of. Did anyone have another one? I think that's all I had.
And then the areas.
Yep, and then you could switch it around and do H times B, but it's the same thing. Okay. All right, we're gonna go over those. You had 3 other problems to finish last night on that page. We're gonna go over those ones, those equations. If you did not get those equations, please write them down. Ashton, can you shut the door so I'm not quite so loud for Miss Whitman's class?
Yeah, I sucked in there.
All right. This is the first one, and this was B. Okay, so here's how we're gonna solve all these. I'm not gonna go over all 3 of these because they're all found the same way. So we'll just do one, write the equation, and then write what the equation be with the letters. So yesterday, if you remember, I said you could take 400 and times it by something. And that something was a decimal. Does anyone remember what that decimal would be? Jacob? 0.06. And that equaled 24, I believe, for this one. Very good, thank you. Now, again, remember I said once you have your equation, then it's just a simple of matching what the letter means to the number. So T, sales tax. Which one of these numbers is dealing with the tax? Which one of those numbers is the tax? Because if you know that, you know what letter goes with it. Kylie?
0.06.
That's the sales tax. That's the percentage. Sales tax means like, I should probably word it a little bit. That's how much the tax is. That's how much you're going to be paying. Okay, good. So here, it should equal 20T because you're finding the tax. All right. Price, P is the other one. Which one of those other two numbers is dealing with the price, or the price of the tour, Mr. Mason Ralph? You got two other numbers. Which one is the price? 400 or 0.06? Very good. 400, or that's the P, times 0.06. And if you were to solve all these, this part here would be the constant. It would not have changed. But remember I said technically we should rewrite this, so it's 0.06 P equals T. Remember in multiplication, the number comes before the letter. It just always does. Okay. Technically, this would still technically be correct, just you won't see it that way written in a book or anything else. So these are the equations you should have had for B.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah.
Okay? If not, you should probably be writing them down and learn from your mistakes. Girls, where were you? Oh, I thought you just ate too much pizza last night and you had a rough night.
You kept going.
There's Evan and Maddie. Is Levi here today, or
Yeah.
is he coming? Okay. We wouldn't be safe without our safety patrol.
Actually, there's a crossbar. Yeah. It's just
We don't even do anything except stand there.
Oh, you stand there and look good that night. Ava, can you shut the door, please?
That was the models last year. Then we got to go to Atchison and the year.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, here's this one.
It was way better.
So this one's kind of interesting, right? They're biking 20 miles an hour. So Isabel, okay? How far would they bike? Well, we'll do the 2-hour one. How far would they have biked in 2 hours? Huh? 40. And how'd you get 40? Can you tell me like the equation you would use to figure that out? Shh, Tam. So you're right, it does equal 40. And how'd you get 40? Speak up. 20 times 2. Very good. Okay. Now the question is, we have two variables here, D and T. D is distance. Okay. Which one of these numbers is dealing with distance? You got 20, the 2, or the 40. Which one of those three numbers is dealing with distance? Which number is it, Ashton? 40. Here's the distance. And when they're asking you how far, that's kind of the giveaway too that you're dealing with distance. Okay. Which one is T, or also known as time? Because T equals time in this case. Landon? 2. So that would be, we'd have 20 T. That should be your equation. 20T equals D. Okay, because then, like I said yesterday, I could give you any number for T and you should be able to figure this equation out. I could say you travel 10 hours, how far would they go? If they went 10 hours. 200, right? 20 times 10. Simple operation. Okay. Last one. This is kind of an interesting equation. A little different than the other ones. Right? They have to go 350 miles, and the first one is they're going 40 miles per hour. This is kind of backwards as the other one. How long are these going to take them to travel at 350 miles if they're going at 40 miles an hour? Miss Emily, how'd you do it? Yep. Okay, so what operation is that? Okay, so you did you do 350 divided by 40 or 40 divided by 350? Okay. And I don't remember what that one equals. Do you know what it equals? So
It's not right.
8.4, right?
8.75.
8.75.
It's not right.
So yeah, because 3/4 of an hour is 45 minutes. Okay, but we just leave it like that for now. All right, two variables, T and S. T is time, I believe, right? So which one of those numbers is dealing with time? Which one of those numbers deal with time more? Okay. You hear this in your paper? Okay, so here's our time. Okay, and speed. It was S. So what's S? Clean up 350 or 40 is the speed. Which one? Which one should be? Huh? Have you ever traveled 350 miles per hour in a car?
Yeah.
That's probably not that one. 40. Okay. So this should be an S divided by. There's the equation you should have had. Okay. Another way to write this, if you want to be more technical with it, you could have wrote 350. Put an equal sign here for t. Anyone know how else I could have rewrote this? To show a division sign. Division problem.
A different way of writing a division sign? Just a slash.
No. Talked about how these are division problems.
Oh, the little.
Think, guys, think. We talked about this in here. How these things in math are actually just a division problem. Though, most people don't remember it. Fraction. There you go. This is the way I'll guarantee you you'll see it in math books. Okay? And you're gonna have to know that this is division. Okay? Because remember, a fraction is no more than a division problem. Alright? We got one definition for today. Right?
I don't like it.
Remember we talked about, and I talked about on this one, how this would be your constant. Okay? It's going to be the same for every problem. That's also called the rate of change. It's how much is changing every time. It's constant. Okay? Your rate of change is the amount of change in the dependent variable produced by a given change in the independent. Okay? A lot of words, real simple. It's how much the equation is changing every time.
So can I write that?
Sure. So in this example, the equation is changing by 20 every time. Every time t increases by 1, the output or the answer is changing by 20 every time. So the rate of change, we could say, is also the what that we put a definition in our notes yesterday. The rate of change is 20 in this example. That's also the what that we learned yesterday. Huh? Co what? Coefficient. Okay? So the coefficient is also known as the rate of change. So those two are like the same thing. Okay? Because the coefficient is telling you how much the equation is changing by every time. Because they're different things.
Wait, what?
Yes.
I just wrote rate of change. What's the coefficient? Can I write that down?
That's from yesterday.
Okay. If I have that down.
Okay.
No, I'm not done on that.
I'll give you a little bit of time. I see a lot of people still write it. Today, just as a note, probably not going to get done with today's thing because it is 2.5 pages long. So I'm hoping to get through about half of it. That's the back page. Oh,
So 1 and 1 40?
All right, here we go. Now, I'll wait till you guys are ready looking at me.
We need one more packet of food.
Yep. Sorry. All right, so I know this packet seems kind of large, but trust me, it shouldn't take you too terribly long to get it done. And here's what you have to do. Here's what goes along with that packet. Okay. are these questions here. And actually, all the questions for A and B in the book are on that piece of paper. So I'm hoping we can get this packet done today, and then we'll work on C, D, and E tomorrow. Is kind of my goal. We'll talk about the packet and work on that tomorrow. So you should not even need to look in the book today because everything's on your packet. All right. First thing you have to do, you don't have to copy it because it's printed out for you. You have to complete that table. That should take you hardly any time at all. Okay. Can someone tell me what is this next one going to be here under the 100? Perfect. And I know your table has a spot under 4. You can put a 5 there and make a 5th one. That's what I did.
Why?
Just because it was super easy. No, yeah, your table, not your table, but your table on your paper. Okay.
No.
Yeah, you do. Okay. And then from there, literally just, I won't assume that it's going to be super hard. 2, you're going to have to write an equation for each one. Okay. And how you figured out the distance they traveled. Again, if you're not sure on that, maybe write the equation out for the first part. And that'll help you write the equation for the second one. Most of you are already working on getting started. Okay. I'm going to give you probably 30 minutes, 35 minutes to work on this. Should be. You don't have to make the table bigger. Why are you making it bigger?
Just an added spot. Oh.
There's an added spot already.
We just have to finish the table.
Try and get as far as you can in the packet. Should be pretty. Oh, on that graph on the bottom, though, here's the tricky part about that graph. You have to graph all 3 of those on the same graph. So it did want you to use different colors if you have them. If not, you might have to use like dashed line, solid line. I do have some markers you could
So now we can go to the next one.
do that. What?
0, 0.
No. It's super easy. I'm pretty sure that it should be. Check on it.
Answer it. Yes, answer it. Write your class. Okay, now write your class. So you're gonna answer those. Here, come
Oh,
back.
yep, no problem. We'll do it. We'll do it back.
That's true.
Nope, I'll take care of it. And Logan really got 1 strike already.
I only got 1 and 2 strikes. Good.
Hey, you did a calculator. You don't shush me. Hello.
Guys.
I am so tired.
Tell me straight, because this means it's going up and down.
What if we don't have it?
Hey, he's going on.
Hey. Stop whining.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's okay. Wait, shit. Yo, mom. I got 65. No.
You got head on your chin.
Yeah, a bit of.
That's good.
Yes, yes.
I'm just finishing. You're saying.
Elliot. Because she's a she.
Girls, what?
You. I tell you,
That was people though.
no, she will. She doesn't jack it up too much.
You're no farther than three different lanes. Yes, you can.
If we have this as homework instead of a Google class.
Oh.
We have that as
Brother's one, son's in the office. Leah.
No, it's this guy.
That's ridiculous. Boys and girls, it is a little loud in here. Okay? I'm working with Kalina, I can hardly hear it. Fix it. This is just extra. Tomorrow you need extra another graph.
Oh, so.
So that's extra. That's for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Put your graph over
It's not in between. I need to tell people it's for some and it goes that's an effort.
I know what you yeah.
Same thing. I know.
Where's your first point to be?
No, keep it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Making like a table. Grab. Make grab. Grab.
checking the box.
You have an x-axis, you have a y-axis,
Okay, fine.
cost, text messages, photos, something like this.
Yes.
You're the first. It was right, it's
Not $75 excess. Letter after monthly charge fee and his number of.
But now that you're I've already
All right, 3, 2, 1. You have 5 seconds to get to your seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Hey, I don't think we really need to go over filling in this table. I think that's pretty easy for all you. Just that this one, what's this one going up by every time?
Whoa, no, that's 0.
My bad, my bad, my bad. Better?
Yeah.
What's this one going up by every time, Landon? What about this one? And this one? Good. Okay. One of the things you have to do is write an equation for each one of these. They should have been different but similar. Okay. What was your equation for? We'll do the 50 one. What was your equation for that, Logan? Okay, that's the table, yes. Now what's the equation? I think D you had to use for distance, right? And T was time, so you need a D and a T. This was like the second question, right? A2? Okay. And I'm going to be a little picky on the
These ones are
test
hard.
that you write it correctly. So, the way you say it is the way I will write it. Evan, how'd you write it?
50.
That is perfect. D. Okay? If you had 50 with a multiplication sign, I'd probably knock off a half a point.
T50?
I'd knock off a half a point.
If you did T50?
I'd knock off a half a point.
Why? What's the difference?
Because the number always comes before the letter. I've told you that
What the heck?
in multiplication.
But then also people tell us you can switch multiplication any way you want.
Technically you can, but that's the way you'll see it in math.
But that's
All the time. Okay? What was this one, the 55 one? And even if you didn't get it, it should be very easy to figure it out. Okay? Based on what we have up on the board. Olivia? Very good. Again, you would have got docked a half a point if you had a multiplication sign in there, or if you switch the order around. Could have that. You could have the, so this one you could have D equals, this one would have been 60T. You could have the D equals first or in the back, but the 60T or 55T, that's set. That can't change. Okay?
Yeah, I don't get
So-
why you can't switch that.
Technically you can, but it's not the way it's written in math.
What that everybody says in math that you can switch multiplication.
This is one thing that you will see written this way forever. Okay? It's just one of the ways it is. I don't make the rules, I follow them sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay? So, that was the big part. Your graph. Okay? What did you notice when you graphed? All three of your lines. What did you notice about all three of those lines? They should have all kind of looked the same. Okay? What did you notice about them, Elliot? When you graphed all three of those lines on the same graph, remember I said when you look at a graph and you see a line that looks like this, it should tell you something right away. Just describe your line to me. Is it all like up, down, loopy, kind of weird, or what? Okay, so what's a straight line tell you? Very good. It went up constant. Okay. What was the rate of change? Going back to the definition today. What was the rate of change for example this one? What was the rate of change for the 55T equals D?
Is that one with questions?
No.
Oh.
What was the rate of change? Evan, close it. Alex, close it. Elliot, close it. Okay. What was the rate of change? You have to look back at your note as far as what is the rate of change. You might have to.
That's me.
What is the rate of change for that middle equation right there?
Oh, I know.
And Elliot was correct. This one's going up the same every time, which means our rate of change is going to be constant. It's not going to change.
For what one?
The middle one. Okay,
55.
the rate of change for the middle one is 55. Every time it's changing by 55. The rate of change for that first one, so Richard would be what? 50T. 50. Very good. Rate of change for the last one would be what, Alex Ross? 60. Simple as that. Okay? That was your rate of change. Right? And you should have noticed that they did go by a steady rate. And here's a trick. Okay? When you have to graph this is what I do. I'll be honest with you, I kind of cheated a little bit. I will plot the first point, because that's at 0, right? And then let's say my last point is right here. I literally take a ruler and I can get real technical with this, I suppose. I could. Should I? Yes, I will. I will get real technical with this. Why not? Might as well. Okay, and I connect it with a line. Because didn't you say that it goes up by a constant every time? So literally, I would draw the first point, last point, connect it with a straight line. Boom, done.
Wait, are you going up at
No, I just kind of put it out there randomly. I just use it as an example.
Oh, well, they're not really.
I know, Josie. You really want me to make it perfect? No,
Yeah.
it's gonna waste time.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that is a hint. When you have something that's going up the same every time, if you pull out the first point, last point, and connect them,
What are you doing?
I lost my notebook. I know where it is.
I found it. What?
girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Now, why does that work? Why can I do the first point and last point and just connect it with a line? Why does that work for this case? It's not going to work all the time. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, why does it work for this one? Because you know it's going straight up because it's going at a constant pace, right? Constant change. For the rate of change is constant. Okay, very good. Okay. So,
Wait, now if you erase the thing, or just now?
don't worry about it right now. Right? On B, on the second page, it's dealing with cell phones. Okay? With cell phone bills. And I know nowadays cell phone bills completely different. You don't usually get charged per text anymore. I think almost every plan that I know of now is unlimited texting.
Yeah.
Okay? But back in the day when it first came out, you had to pay per text. Everyone had to pay per text. So you do monthly bill plus much ever you sent to text that month. So it got to be pretty expensive. I know when I first got my cell phone in high school and stuff, it was per text. Okay?
That was
So you get a text limit. You can only send maybe 500 texts a month, and then that's it.
I get a lot of texts like that.
Strike, do they have strike 2 minutes? Strike 2. Okay, strike 3, you get an extra homework problem. So, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Remember I said there is a next page? Here's what tomorrow consists of. Okay? We have a C and a D and an E. So, not super bad, right? Remember, does anyone remember what Friday is? What you're going to be doing in here on Friday?
Oh yeah, that.
Taking the test to see if you could go to 8th grade or everyone will take it. Remember, is it graded in your grade book?
No.
No.
Just so their hands don't freak out.
Wait, you
Okay.
missed this quiz?
No,
Don't
we're
do
being
it on
at
Friday.
the trip.
Some trip that I don't
Go
think go on.
beginning. Wait, so you have to
No. Like 85%.
So you have to get one. Is this our homework for what?
Okay, here's the thing. Your homework tonight, remember I said yesterday I posted something and don't do it last night? Well, tonight you're going to do it.
Yes.
So I know it has yesterday's date on it, but you're going to do it for today. Okay, there was only 3 problems on it. You have 3 minutes right now. You can probably get a decent start on it. I can't hear you at all. They could. If you did not finish that packet, yes. No. It should not take you very long, no, because I have waited 2 years. What one? Hey, now you're working backwards. They give you the cost, you have to figure out the top part. Look at here, I'm sure you spent $60 up there somewhere. Okay, how many texts did you send for that? There you go. You need to fix this one. $75 that you did not send. 2.75 debt.
No.
What's that?
I did this.
Yeah. Well, try and actually solve that. Don't just look at the table. You can try and do it. Don't just look at the table. Try and calculate. No, this part. You're done. This is left.
Wait, so we don't have to do that?
the last big graph and table that are completely blank are for tomorrow, so don't worry about them. Work backwards. How would you go from 60 to get to 2,000? You're right. What is that something? No, don't use the table. Don't rely on the table. Now you're not going to go on to 18. You got to calculate something. Remember I said it's backwards of what you did up here. Use this one because that's the one you did. Yeah, you're right. You can't use 2,000. You gotta use the 60. 60 divided by something. 2,000. You know what equals 2,000. Divided by 2. One. That's 1. 60 divided by 60 is 1.
No, you cannot do 60 divided by 60.
Why not? No, not unless you're dividing by a negative number. Everything you need is up here. How'd you get these? Did I not say it's the opposite? You're going backwards. No, because you don't know the 500. You know the dollar amount. Okay, but remember we said start with the dollar. Try it.
Yay!
You're not going to do it in your head. I can't do it. No. Doesn't that make sense? Because it should be right in here somewhere. There you go. That works, right?
You made a mistake. Nasty.
What? Yeah, so? Alright, go ahead and push your chairs in. We'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Before you leave, you gotta get this one. Yeah. So what is B? Yes, it does. I told you. There you go. Keep going. Okay. That's what she's working on right now. Have a seat.
Write an equation that represents the monthly charge report and text message times n times text message equals b.
Okay, you're right. It does equal B.
So it's equal.
Sure.
And it's going to be n times something.
And it will be n times something.
So
Think back down here. How'd you do all these?
n times 0.33.
There you go.
0.03 and then n.
There you go.
So 0.01 times.
Yeah, you minus a half a point.
Because, you know why? You can't write time.
Wait, that's not from yesterday. I wrote that yesterday.
You can't write like the time symbol like this, like the X, because once you get in the higher level math classes, X
Oh,
is a
yeah.
number, is a letter,
Have
and
X.
it's never actually.
That makes sense now. Use the page
But you can use the dot.
Oh, no, we're not doing that one right now. You do that one before.
You can do it later.
Thank you, Mr. Fish.
Figure it out. not in my class.
But we
You
can
already
be in
had
your
me for
homeroom.
class. We'll see.
You're not taking sixth grade math. Sixth grade math